Hey there, I'm Eugene Daniels.
And I'm Catherine Beek.
We're about a month into pilot season, and sometimes sifting through all those new pilots is basically impossible.
There's just so many.
Too many.
How do you know which ones to watch and which ones to just kind of like,
Exactly.
Not gonna see that one. We watched the ones on October, and we're gonna let you know which ones you should start watching immediately,
right now,
and which ones you can most definitely send to the land of never watching again.
Never, never. First up is Supergirl.
Love it.
Which we really like.
You will do extraordinary things.
So if you need a synopsis on this one, we're embarrassed for you, as you should know. But it's about Superman's cousin, who is also a journalist and also a hipster. They are both, as basically all aliens see us. They're like glasses journalists, and we fit in.
We fit in.
She decides to embrace her superpowers and help save the world with the help of her sister, who works for a secret government organization, which is convenient.
It's kind of nice to have a family-friendly show on
At night.
on TV right now.
Yeah, and it's cheesy, but it's Superman's world, Supergirl's
And
world.
Superman was always cheesy.
And so it's cheesy. It's cheesy, it's fun.
Next is Truth Be Told on NBC.
Your babysitter does porn. What?
It follows two couples who also happen to be best friends and neighbors. It marks a return to television for Mr. Bayside himself, Mark Paul Gosselaar. He stars as an ethics professor, and his best friend is a stand-up comic.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not 100% sold. I'm like 75, 76%.
I watched a few more, they're half hours. They don't, take up a whole lot of time. So I watched a few of them, and I ended up liking it a bit. The casting is pretty good.
The casting is great, yeah.
That's, I think, the thing that always kills comedies right away is if this, casting is just kind of sucky. But this one, they're pretty good. It's pretty likable.
Yes.
I can see this working well.
Time to switch gears and start the judging.
We're good at that.
Let the judging begin.
That's why we're here.
First up, I think this was probably the biggest letdown, was Wicked City.
So sad. I wanted it to be so good, you guys. I loved Chuck Bass on Gossip Girl. Ed Westwick was so good in that. And I just wanted him to be
good in this.
And unfortunately, not that he's bad in this, he ends up playing a serial killer, and
as one does.
As one
You go
does.
from playing a rich billionaire to a serial killer.
That's obviously the trajectory for this actor. But the show is set in the 80s, and it's kind of a Bonnie and Clyde thing, with lots of big hair.
Yes.
And he plays a serial killer, and it's spending an equal time kind of on his story and then the police trying to catch him.
Right.
There's not a whole lot to work with. Like, we can only watch him murdering women, for so many episodes before it just is like, okay, it's
Catch
the
him.
same thing. You need to catch him.
It's not for everyone, and I think where people are gonna get turn the channel is the weird necrophilia.
There's a lot of sexual stuff in there that if it's not your thing, you just skip right on by
not,
that one in Netflix.
I would assume it's not most people's thing, necrophilia. I don't think it's not,
It's not a thing, really.
This is not a moment where it's like to each their own. It's not.
No. The other show we are suggesting you skip is Crazy Ex-Girlfriend on the CW.
It stars a former YouTuber, Rachel Bloom, as a lawyer who then she leaves her high-powered law job.
She was making so much money.
In New York City.
Bad decision.
Just became junior partner.
Yeah.
And she leaves because she saw her old fling. Now, when we say fling, we're talking like one
month at summer camp.
Summer camp.
Like it's
10 years ago.
Well, and he kind of really wanted to get away from her back then, so how much of a fling really was it?
Right.
And even better, it's a musical somehow.
But a surprise musical.
It's a surprise musical. California. It would have been better in a shorter time slot. Less time to fill, maybe a little bit more content.
Less music. Make sure to check out our other videos on the September pilots.
Yeah, ones you should already be watching or not, thanks to us.
You're very late.
We watched them already for you.
And let us know if you think we got these ones right.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys.